Hello everyone, RulrGamrKing here of RulrGamrKing Studios, and we're going to be looking at the 24/7 mode SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 here on this edition of Let's Game Bro. So, just a heads up, because I know what you're thinking. He's doing another wrestling game for Let's Game Bro, and indeed I am, but here on RulrGamrKing Studios, we are going to feature gaming entertainment, and yes, I do use the WWE games because they're my favorites, but we do have other games looking to be played too. So with that being said, we're going to look at the 24/7 mode, and viewers of the channel already know that my favorite SmackDown vs. Raw games were 06, 07, and 2010 of the SmackDown vs. Raw series. This is SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. And I will be honest, this is my least favorite of all the SmackDown vs. Raw games for various reasons. Some that were out of the developers' hands, and some that were just bad decisions, like the fighting styles, for example. I didn't like that. But we're not going to take a look at any matches or anything. We're going to play the 24/7 mode and look at one of the storylines that was featured in this game. Let's get started. New. Now, in a future video, I'm going to look at the general manager modes for SmackDown Raw 06, 07, and 08. But for this video, we're going to play as a WWE Superstar. But Legend mode. Now, another famous YouTuber with the famous YouTube page, I won't mention their name, but they looked at SmackDown Raw 2008 and they played as Jeff Hardy. I'm going to do something a little different. I think I'm going to, let's see, do we want to play as Chavo Guerrero, Batista? Let's play as Chavo Guerrero. Let's make this interesting. And I am on the SmackDown brand. Oh, and I will turn on the subtitles when I get to the options in the locker room. Well, what do you see in the locker room?
Isn't it? 80,000 screaming WWE fans chanting your name at WrestleMania. I can see it in your eyes. You think you've got that ruthless aggression. So now you're going to have to prove it to me. And I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime, because this is where stars become superstars. And superstars become legends.
Very grainy energy there.
From you to become a legend of this business. That's your responsibility, not mine. All I can do is give you the chance. It's up to you to make the impact. I want you to make it back here to the showcase of the Immortals. To WrestleMania. You're gonna have to beat the best. The best from Raw and the best from SmackDown. And this year, I'm bringing back the Tribe of Extreme. The new breed will be unleashed, because I'm bringing back ECW.
I'm cool with that. I'm a huge ECW fan. He doesn't even shake Chavo's hand. It's so terrible. Alright, so this is our locker room, and right off the bat, this is just lazy, because in SmackDown Raw 2007 and 2006, I was able to customize my own locker room and move around. Although I do like the two posters on the wall over there. Let's turn on those subtitles. And right here we have the WWE magazine. Once again, no 7. You had WWE.com articles to for the storylines. Well, we have the WWE magazine here, and looks like our first storyline is going to be who's going to be number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not going to read the whole magazine right now. Let's take a look at our messages. Only the messages with voices will be played.
So you want to be a championship contender, huh? Well, it's a relatively simple process. Go after the current contenders and beat them to earn a spot for yourself. The respect of your fellow superstars should also be one of your top priorities. Whether you earn it from them or you beat it out of them, it's up to you.
Okay. I don't know if I agree if their respect should be the top priorities, or their respect should be top priorities, but beat out of them sounds more like fun. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Teddy Long.
Hey, player. It's your general manager, Theodore Long. I think you've got what it takes to become the number 1 contender for the championship. But there's a whole lot of superstars between you and the top spot. I want you to start climbing that ladder. But keep in mind, you're going to need some friends along the way. And I've got one in mind. Holla.
Oh, good lord. Alright. Now, one thing in 24/7 mode, I'm going to show this once. You can compete in training exercises, which you work on building a particular stat. So you can work on your strength, speed, stamina, technical, durability, submission, hardcore, charisma, all those expertise. And you just do the work in the ring, and where you have to achieve a number of grapples and things like that. I'm not gonna do any of that. I won't be showing too much of what doing your days up, but just give a little overview here. And you could pay money also to upgrade your skills as well. Don't know why you have to pay for that. Now, when playing this game, when it was out during its heyday, I personally didn't care for the skill improvement training exercises, but I did do this. And I would just spam this over and over again just to make money. So, I could buy stuff in the WWE shop. And you could do things like participate in a villain movie, give an interview, and whether it succeeds or fails, you earn money all the way, and you also gain fatigue as well. Alright. And Mark Henry has a proposition, but the thing is, let's see. You and I want the same. I know I just said the ones with videos on one, but I'll read this one just for this. You and I want the same thing, Chavo Guerrero, to win the World Championship, but that doesn't mean we can't work together. Oh, wow. There are a lot of dudes climbing this ladder. If we work as partners, we can knock them all down, BB. That's at the top of Duke It Out. How's that sound? Sounds like I shouldn't trust you. Alright. Let's go all the way up to our next state. No new messages. Alright. I guess I had Mark Henry in my corner. Even though I never accepted his deal, but whatever. Continuity was not the greatest thing in the 20%.
Welcome to SmackDown, where Judgment Day is only 6 weeks away.
Wait, I'm about to have a match with you. Why would I shake your hand?
We've got an interesting match in the making tonight. That's right, and it's all about the most important thing in this
Mr. Kennedy,
business.
also wanting to be number 1 contender.
And the respect of the fans in the locker room is something that any would-be number 1 contender needs. You got that right. And if you can't get them to give it to you, you've got to be able to take it.
Wow, JBL. One thing I did like was the game. He had JBL on commentary. I miss JBL on commentary. He was a good commentator. Anyway.
Well, what do you have to say about that? I've got to admit, that didn't go exactly the way I thought it would. Do you think this might open up the number 1 contender field at all? I don't think one match will make much of a difference either way. You might be right. It takes a sustained effort to earn your spot. It sure does. There isn't much room for a flash in the pan at the top.
Alright, let's check out our new messages.
Alright, let's get one thing straight, Playboy. I'm the face of SmackDown, and you better respect that. I'm gonna be named the #1 contender at Judgment Day, and God help you or anybody else who gets in my way.
Okay, that seems a little straightforward. Alright, let's get on to our next show.
With Judgment Day still more than a month away, things are heating up here on SmackDown.
Ooh, Divas.
This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and John, I'm really looking forward to
Charco's
that
creeping on the
tag
Divas.
team match tonight.
It's going to be a war, that's for sure. None of these guys can stand each other.
There certainly does seem to be a mutual lack of respect between the two teams.
And if you don't have respect, you don't have anything in this business.
Kind of looking at Maria and Ashley too on each other. Okay, well, that part was fun.
Talk about sore loser. He's getting territorial. He doesn't like the idea of another challenger on his turf.
Well, like it or not, I don't think he has any intention of leaving.
It's too soon to tell. Anyone can have a good couple of weeks or a bad couple of weeks.
Well, I think all these superstars will have ample opportunity to prove themselves.
Absolutely.
This
We've
looks
got a
best.
month
Between now and Judgment Day, anything can happen.
Now here we have Batista acting like a heel, but during this time he was a total babyface. Let's take a look at our messages.
Listen, player, I'm scheduling you and your partner for a tag team match this week. If you look good out there, I'll give you a shot at a couple of your rival contenders. You feel me? Let me get this straight. You think you're a legitimate contender? You? I'm looking forward to proving just how little respect I have for you next week. Assuming your opponents this week don't prove what a fraud you are first.
Oh wow, Kennedy.
Man, word in the locker room is that your opponents don't have a shred of respect for you. And they're not the only ones. If you want to accomplish anything around here, you better start impressing some of us.
Oh really?
I shouldn't even be calling you about this, but your friend had an accident last night. The kind that wasn't an accident, if you know what I mean. I can't say anymore. If they knew I'd said anything to you,
Oh wow. This is kind of interesting.
I'm still sorting through the details, but your partner somehow got injured last night, and no one's talking about
I
it.
wasn't even a show last night.
You
What are you
ain't
talking
got
about?
anybody watching your back now, player, so you're gonna have to be double careful from now on.
So okay, the game didn't show me a cutscene of my partner getting attacked. Okay, whatever.
Oh, that's a real shame what happened to your partner, huh? Whoever did that must not have had much respect for him, or for you either, for that matter. That makes for a lot of suspects. Why, you could even include me in that list.
Kennedy is such a dick. In this game, he is such a dick.
Hold up, man. Are you still trying to become the #1 contender? Man, if you want to stay in the running, you better impress me and the boys in the back in your
Alright. Okay, so it's me versus Gregory Helms.
We're 1 month away from Judgment Day, and you can feel the electricity in the air. I'm Michael Cole here with JBL for another week of SmackDown Sports Entertainment.
It's always intense when things get personal, and this is about as personal as it gets.
You said it. Disrespect, professional jealousy, and ambush against an ally.
Alleged ambush, Michael. And even if it's not true, these guys have plenty of reasons to tear each other apart.
Man, Teddy Long looks upset. And of course, there's MVP creeping around.
He hung in there and looked good doing it.
That one could have gone either way. It wasn't the dominating victory he needed.
Maybe not, but to go toe-to-toe with the #1 contender candidate like that.
Sure, it's impressive, but it's not enough to land him in a title match.
I don't think he expects that. He seems ready to prove himself.
Good, because it's no secret his opponent's got friends in the locker room.
And folks, I apologize for coughing. I probably should have mentioned to you guys that I'm just getting over from being under the weather. So if you hear me correct my throat, cough, or sneeze, I do apologize. Let's see what we got. My train still chugging? Oh, okay.
Match this week, which means your delusions about becoming #1 contender are almost over. I don't respect you as a superstar, and I know that you can't last 5 minutes in the ring with me.
Like I said, Kennedy's being a little dick. He may have maybe he has a point, I don't know. But he's still a dick. Although I do like Mr. Kennedy. It was a shame what happened to him, how his WWE run ended, but that's for another time.
There's less than a month to go until Judgment Day, and things haven't been dull here on SmackDown. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and if you thought last
Okay, this guy was just talking crap about me. Why am I shaking his hand? Like I said, continuity in this game was not very good. Kennedy's talking smack about me. I beat Gregory Helms last week. And MVP right there, I should not be like fist bumping, shaking their hands, or doing anything positive with
This is his
them.
night to put up or shut up. Let's see what he's got.
That was one of the things that kind of hurt with this game. Continuity is all over the place here. Oh, MVP.
And not a moment too soon.
Wait, MVPs?
I think it's called skin. Oh my!
Why is MVP coming to my aid? Not that I need him to, but what? What?
He just did him a huge favor.
And I'd be surprised if he didn't expect something in return.
I agree with Michael. He wants something in return, I'm sure. I agree with Michael. Who is still with the WWE today, which is an incredible achievement. Congrats, Michael.
I don't approve of what your opponent tried to do to you after your last match, but I gotta tell you, dawg, this feud is red hot, and so is this business.
Okay.
I just want you to know you don't owe me anything for that save. As far as I'm concerned, I got to take out 2 other contenders, and that puts me at the head of the pack for a title shot. So you're welcome. And, thanks.
Well, normally I would blow him off, and every single time I play this game, I always pick blow him off in this storyline. I think I'm going to do different. I'm going to express gratitude. This is probably going to blow up in my face. But let's see. So what's the Swiss go? Let's be a babyface. Alright, and Backlash is a Raw pay-per-view. I'm not on Raw, so let's go past it. Alright, it's me versus King Booker. This ought to be interesting.
Remain on the road to Judgment Day. This is Michael
Alright,
Cole with
Chavo
John
pumping
Bradshaw
some
Layfield
iron
at
here.
ringside, and after what we saw last week, I can't wait for tonight's show.
You've got a bunch of superstars who all want to prove they deserve to be the #1 contender.
And Judgment Day is where they'll have their chance, but they've got to get there first.
And that's not going to be easy, believe me.
Yeah, man, I already
think he's
supposed
going
to
to get in the ring.
Yeah, this is going
And
all
I
over the
think
place.
he's got an open invitation to do just that.
I don't know about that. I think I see some fear in those eyes.
That was a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, but you can bet that that's not the end of this.
Wow, Booker could be in 2 matches tonight. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm getting pretty tired of hearing that little wannabe run his mouth. I got a match, but I'd rather shut him up. How about we trade opponents I can take care of? If you're serious about becoming #1 contender, you got to cut down anyone else who wants the same thing. That's exactly what I'm going to do tonight. Watch and learn.
Okay.
Judgment Day is almost here. This is Michael Cole, and on behalf of myself and JBL, welcome to SmackDown. We've got
Travel's
a
not
heck
in
of a
a
show for you
shaking
tonight.
hand mood this
You
week.
said it. It's all about going to Judgment Day and becoming the #1 contender.
Why is he coming around talking to me? Man, you were in a feud.
SmackDown fans and superstars.
Trust me, if you get a shot at the title, you'll earn that respect. Two
Burger Helms
birds,
is trying to be
one
#1 contender for the
stone.
world title. I just pushed him out the way easily, but okay. Let's see what we got.
I hope that you're not expecting that this match is gonna impress me or anyone else for that matter. Whether you prove what a loser you are or steal some kind of fluke victory, you'll never, ever have my respect.
We'll see about that, Kennedy. Wow. Now, this is a SmackDown before Judgment Day.
This is going to be the easiest tag team victory I've ever picked up. I mean, ever. Obviously, we're clearly the superior team, but I overheard your own partner talking about what a loser you are.
Oh, wow. Oh, we're in the main event of SmackDown tonight.
Judgment Day is this Sunday. Michael Cole and John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and can you imagine a bigger main event than tonight's?
Not in a million years. A tag team match between 4 superstars who all want
He's
to
pretty
be
long talking
named
about.
#1 contender.
And while one team has been on the same page all along, the other is an uneasy alliance at best.
Uneasy nothing. These guys can't stand each other, but they've got to work together tonight or else.
And now Kennedy's lurking in the background. Last time in this cutscene, it was MVP. Now, for someone who says it's going to be an easy victory, I mean, he sure is lurking in the background like he's worried, but see what we got.
This situation is about to explode.
Let him go. I want to see them go at it.
It looks like you're not the only one.
He should be grateful they're not letting it happen.
This has all the makings of a great match for Judgment Day.
So MVP
And
this
if our
travel for
general
Judgment Day.
manager's
All
got
right.
any sense, that is exactly where this is going.
Judgment Day is this Sunday, player, and this is your big shot to become the #1 contender. You win this match, you're gonna win plenty of respect from the locker room, whether they want to give it to you or not.
Okay.
You know, I still don't respect you. Right about now, I wish anyone luck if it means watching that ball shiz get his ass
Ball
kicked.
shit. Savage Kennedy.
I hear that he's got a superstar edge him, so good luck with that. Break a leg out there. Seriously. No, break a leg. Really?
Kennedy is absolutely savage, man. Ball shit. So stupid. All right, let's see what we got for Judgment Day. Oh, wow. CM Punk's got a busy night. Already said my name.
Judgment Day has arrived. That's good news for this man and bad news for his opponent. He's determined to earn the respect of the locker room. He just better hope he doesn't embarrass himself out there. One superstar will be named #1 contender.
And here we go with moments that probably happened, but more than likely didn't. But okay. That's the one thing that did annoy me about 24/7 mode. You couldn't play as the Divas. I mean, you couldn't like take a Diva over to the Women's Championship because I don't think the Divas title's in the game at this point in time. But still.
And there you have it.
Oh, they had MVP win. That's weak.
I've got to give it to him. That was one heck of a match. I say that he should be ashamed of himself, but I don't think he's got any shame at all. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. He's impressed a lot of people around here, including me. I've got to admit it. I honestly didn't expect things to go that way. It was a completely unpredictable environment. For once, we agree. This is one superstar who's definitely on the rise.
Do I want to shake MVP's hand? Do I want to be a babyface? Do I want to be a heel? Screw it. Let's be a heel. Ooh, Mick Foley.
Is he going to take it or what? You could cut the tension with a knife. I don't believe it. What a tremendous display of sportsmanship. Oh, my God.
Kick right in the dick. Right in his ball chest, as Kennedy would say.
This is how you make enemies, Michael Cole. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. So I think the storyline was awful. Just the continuity was all over the place, and it could have just been done better.
Well, that was amazing is what that was. He didn't even see it coming. I didn't think you had it in you, but I guess I was wrong. You're okay by me, pal.
Wow, I guess that means I've earned Kennedy's respect. Alright. So just some of the storylines in SmackDown Raw 2008 for the 24/7 mode wasn't the greatest. You saw the continuity was all over the place here, as I just said. Well, let's do it for this edition of Let's Game, bro. For the next episode, I don't know. Probably won't be looking at what's next in 24/7 mode, but I may at some point in time. But until then, I thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the videos, and if you have any suggestions for further episodes or further videos in general, I'm always open to suggestions and comments. Please put them in the comments below. And everyone, take care. Good night.